Tinubu and the baggage of separation of powers. Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. So good to have you guys back here again. Thank you once again for your continuous massive and huge support to this channel. We really appreciate it and we say God bless you. Yes, my people, we're back again with latest and most authentic happenings in the country. The one we've got right now is regarding Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. It's been stated that there's a lot of hypocrisy about what he's been doing of late, also as regarding 2023, because he's one of the persons, one of the political actors that is actually eyeing 2023. Though he has not come out to state categorically, but definitely all of his actions, all of his political calculations are pointing to the fact that he's interested in all of that. Right now, the news we've got is that he's got a lot of baggage of separation of powers. We'll bring you all of the details shortly. But before we do, guys, please, if you haven't given us a thumbs up here, do go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Click on the like button. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Hit on the subscribe button. It really does mean a lot to us. Thank you once again and God bless you. Yes, we'll go straight into the news now and grab all of the details. Hypocrisy is the most difficult and nerve-wracking vice that any man can pursue. It needs an uneasy vigilance and a rare detachment of spirit. It cannot, like adultery or gluttony, be practiced at spare moments. It's a whole-time job. That is from W. Somerset Magum. Some days ago, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu decided, as a typical of him, to indulge himself in the act of putting spin on events, issues and developments on contemporary Nigerian politics to make himself look good, even when obvious fact on ground shows that he has been caught flat-footed and beaten in his own game. This time, the Edo gubernatorial election of September 19th is which he and his cohort came out defeated, hands down, was the issue. It is funny that Tinubu is packaging himself as a defender of the independence of the legislature when he actually should be named the greatest underminer of that independence, to show that Tinubu not only enjoys undermining the legislature, but also frequently colludes with and enables those who undermine the legislation. There are 4 instances where former governor of Lagos State has decided to look the other way when the legislature was being destroyed and its independence was being jeopardized. The first instance was when Adams Oshiomhole, as governor, removed the roof of the Edo State House of Assembly because he was afraid the state legislature would move against him. Tinubu made no comment. He saw nothing wrong in it, or he just did not feel that action impeded the legislature from performing what he now recognized as the fundamental role of parliament in democracy. The second instance is on July 30th, 2018. The police invaded the Benue State House of Assembly and prevented 22 legislators who were members of the PDP from gaining entry, while providing cover for 8 other members that belong to the APC to access the chambers and sit for the purpose of pushing through an impeachment process against Governor Samuel Ortom, who had then just defected from APC to the PDP. Again, Mr. Tinubu chose to resort to Afghanistanism. He did not see the independence, fundamental role of parliament in a democracy or adherence to the principle of separation of powers as being under threat with that ugly development. Thirdly, when on April 18, 2019, some thugs, obviously with official backing and support from certain members of Tinubu's APC, invaded the Senate chambers while the legislature was in session, inflicted injury on members of the office of Sergeant-at-Arms and forcefully carted away the mace, the symbol of authority of the legislature. Asiwaju, the leader of Democrats, did not see anything wrong with the development. He maintained undignified silence. Case number 4. When some misguided elements in the Directorate of State Security, DSS, invaded the National Assembly with a view to assist certain senators of the APC, working with the leadership of the party, to forcefully remove the leadership of the 8th Senate, Asiwaju did not see anything wrong in that. In fact, the only comment he made on the last incident was on August 8 at a rally in Ikot Ikpene organized for Senator Godswill Akpabio to defect from the PDP. On that occasion, Tinubu described the invasion as a war between progressives and conservatives. What a characterization. Akpabio, who had been commissioner, governor and senator as a PDP member of almost 20 years, had suddenly become a progressive in Tinubu's estimation, and the use of heavily armed state intelligence officers to disrupt the work of the legislature and seize its premises was justifiable to Democrat Tinubu because he did not like the face of the men who were leading the National Assembly then. Another instance of hypocrisy of this man who pretends to be a Democrat only when it suits his parochial politics is how he ensured that for most of the 4 years of the 8th National Assembly, his media organizations, the Nation newspaper, television's Continental TVC, and Continental Radio consistently rubbished, undermined, and subverted the federal legislature because he was unable to get his men elected as leaders of both the Senate and House of Representatives, and his wife, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, did not get the chairmanship of a preferred Committee on Environment. The leader of Democrats only speak out against threat to democratic principles and separation of powers when he and his allies are the receiving end or his favorites are the only ones holding the short end of the stick. So guys, we can see all the instances where Tinubu has been very hypocritical. If we remember regarding the Edo State National Assembly drama and everything that went down, Tinubu raised his voice and stated that Obaseki has to be impeached because he committed an impeachable offense. Quite surprising. See all of the instances where he turned his face away, he kept silence, all because he was on the other side. It's quite sad, and these are the sort of people that are looking forward to lead the country. I know very well that a lot of persons have reservations for Tinubu, so even if he thinks that he wants to keep his ambitions silent until 2023, Nigerians, they still know very well that we don't want recycled politicians or people who are hypocrites and don't follow through to what they say. Anyways, my people, let us know what you think down below in the comment section. Thank you once again for staying tuned. We really appreciate you. Please, if you haven't given us a thumbs up yet, do go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Click on the like button and don't forget to subscribe as well. Hit on the subscribe button. It really does mean a lot to us. Till I come your way again with more updates. Bye for now and God bless.